Okay, good afternoon, and welcome to the official groundbreaking ceremony for the new Walpole Middle School. Thank you all of you for coming. My name is Mark Green. I'm a member of the school committee, and I chair the middle school building committee. We have a few speakers today: Mr. O'Neill from the select board, Mrs. Syrick from the school committee, Mr. McCarthy from the MSBA. We have a number of members of the legislative delegation. And there are a number of individuals, boards, and professionals that we should acknowledge today, but I don't want to steal from anybody else's remarks. I'm going to keep my remarks brief. But I do want to thank the people of the town. We hope to build something that you can be proud of. And we're looking forward to seeing this progress. So thank you. And with that, I'll turn it over to several members of the 6th grade at Burton Johnson Middle School to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So come on up, kids.
Generations of whom will go through the new school. Educating our children is a fundamental obligation of our society, and the foundation that will soon be in the ground here will be the foundation upon which we will continue to meet that obligation. This is great for our students, our educators, and our town. This is a project that began years ago. There are many, many people that have contributed to this effort, and I won't try to thank them all. But I will mention our school superintendent, Dr. Goff, and our town administrator, Jim Johnson, along with their staffs. Also the school building committee, the school committee, our state reps and senator, town meeting, the MSBA, and numerous other boards, committees, and volunteers, including, I might say, people like Chandler Sullivan, who I am calling out by name, who is a force of nature in my mind. Chandler. Possible without the vision, commitment, organization, and countless hours put in by these incredible groups over many, many years. Thanks again to everyone that has made today possible. I look forward to the day when the first of many generations of Walpole's young people will begin the middle school journey in this amazing new facility. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim. And next is Mrs. Syrick, the school committee.
Today with many of you who have also been on this journey, as Mr. O'Neill pointed out, that started many years ago. It's a day that after a few false starts, many of us thought might not come. But we're here thanks to the tireless hours of work from many people, many that were named: Jim Johnson, Dr. Goff, Mr. Frisha, Dr. Hahn and the leadership team, Donnie Anderson, the select board, my colleagues on the school committee, the school building committee, Compass Project Management, Tappe Architects, Vista Design, many parents, and community volunteers. Over the last decade, we've addressed countless issues from the state, many considerations, reviewed 7 scenarios and 19 conceptual options, considered whether to combine or not, decided between renovation and new construction, all the best to get the best alternative to provide equitable access to resources and opportunities for all students of Walpole. And all students will be able to take advantage of this opportunity from day one. The doors will open with full ADA compliance, enabling access to universally designed learning environments, gym spaces that can operate a full-service health and fitness program for all students, vocational opportunities in the cafeteria. Special education programs will be integrated into our grade-level neighborhoods that support our team approach and small learning communities. Students will also benefit from the additional flexibility in the way we deliver student for everyone. Additional spaces for teachers to collaborate and even produce interdisciplinary units, and flexible classroom spaces that will allow us to move and change as the world changes with us. In addition to the core academic programs, the new building will allow us to expand other offerings that are important to the school experience. The dedicated auditorium will support the growing music and drama clubs, and the space can also host community-based performance arts groups and maybe even a town meeting. The cafeteria and gym will also provide improved locations for the town to gather, and perhaps maybe a little bit better space for the very competitive rec basketball program. I look forward to all of these opportunities and more as we welcome the new students and all future students. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen. Our next speaker is Mr. Jeff McCarthy from the MSBA, the Massachusetts School Building.
Good afternoon, everybody. Are you guys as cold as you look, by the way? All right, I'll be brief. On behalf of Treasurer Goldberg and the rest of the staff at the MSBA, thank you for allowing us to be part of this celebration. You know, the mission of the Mass School Building Authority is to partner with Massachusetts communities to support the design and construction of educationally appropriate, flexible, sustainable, and cost-effective public school facilities. And this project certainly meets that ideal. Benjamin Franklin once said, an investment in education pays the best interest. And we at the MSBA are proud to be your investing partner to the tune of approximately $37 million for this project. A couple of gentlemen sitting to my left are part of your legislative delegation, and not all of it, but part of it. And this is my Captain Obvious moment of my talk, where I have to tell you, you have the greatest delegation up on Beacon Hill. They are always pestering me, and that's their job. But they're always making sure that you guys are getting what you need from us. And a special thank you to my rep, John Rogers, who was one of the writers of the statute back in 2004 that created the Mass School Building Authority. And the insight that they had in giving us that dedicated source of revenue is what allows us to do what we do today. So, John, thank you again for that leadership. I want to just congratulate the folks here. You guys put together a fantastic team. You know, Compass Project Management for your OPM, TAPE for your architect, and Fontaine for your general contractor, construction manager. And I got to tell you, I have no doubt this is going to be on time and as close to budget as it possibly can in these crazy budgetary times. And why do I say that? Because that's what they do for us all over the Commonwealth. So congratulations to you folks here for choosing that great group of people. And in closing, I just want to, I always like to use this quote, and it kind of tells you how we feel at the MSBA about what we do. Dan Valentine was a reporter for the Salt Lake City Tribune, and he once described a school as a building of four walls with tomorrow inside. And we at the MSBA are proud to be part of Walpole's tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McCarthy. And next, I'd like to invite members of our legislative delegation. John, would you like to speak first?
I think I drew the short straw. I have to give a shout out to Bill Buckley, who about 10 minutes ago handed me my remarks. Bill, as you know, used to be my chief of staff, and then he went on to work for this great county, the best county in Massachusetts, Norfolk County. And so I want to thank Bill. I'll try to read these correctly, Bill. Thanks for the 3 minutes advance notice. So kids, look, it's important always to do your homework yourself. But sometimes a friend does it for you. That's pretty cool. So thank you, Bill. So I just want to wish everyone a good afternoon, and members of the school committee, members of the select board, Administrator Johnson, Superintendent Goff, Assistant Superintendent Hahn, Business Manager Fisher, Mass School Building Authority Executive Director Jack McCarthy, students, neighbors, and friends. It's my duty and honor as the Dean of the Walpole delegation, on behalf of Senator Mike Rush, Senator Paul Feeney, Representative Ted Phillips, Representative Paul McMurtry, Representative Sean Dooley, and Representative-elect Marcus Vaughn to offer brief remarks. We're here today because of the Constitution. We're here today because of something that was written 242 years ago in this very county by John Adams. And he wrote these words: wisdom and knowledge, as well as virtue, being diffused generally among the body of the people, being necessary for the preservation of their rights and their liberties, as these are dependent upon spreading the advantages and the opportunities of education in all orders of the people. It shall be the duty of the legislature and the magistrates in all future periods of the Commonwealth to cherish the interests of literature and the sciences in all seminaries of them. That's why we're here, because of those words. Those words were the basis of McDuffie versus Robinson in 1993, which was handed down by the oldest Supreme Court in America, the Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court, which created an incumbent duty upon the legislature. And since then, we have spent on the children billions and billions of dollars in K through 12 public education all across the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. But some of us in the House back then, 2004, were inspired by the word seminary. These justices had to look up the word cherish. They had to get an 18th century dictionary. What did John Adams mean? You know, when you're trying to find out the definition of a word means, you look where? A dictionary, right? That's what these judges did. They got an 18th century dictionary, and they found out what it meant was to financially support. And that created the basis for McDuffie versus Robinson. We also looked at the words seminary, which back then, 1700s, it just meant place of learning, a school building, and that's why we're here today. This is a groundbreaking, and it represents, a new beginning. And so, Jack McCarthy alluded to it. We created this revenue source. 1 penny in all the sales in Massachusetts go to what we called then the SMART Fund, the School Modernization Reconstruction Trust. And in there we infuse hundreds of millions of dollars each year on a pay-as-you-go basis to build 21st century seminaries of learning. All because of that one word, cherish, all because of that one word, seminary, that Adams wrote years ago. So anytime you go down the street downtown, if you go to Rockies and you buy a lawnmower, or if you go down the street to Walpole Pharmacy and you buy makeup wipes, or you go and you want the best steak tips in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, where do you go, Zach? You go to Conrad's. All that money, the sales, goes into the SMART, and Executive Director McCarthy does diligent work on making sure that goes to qualified schools. But the real heroes are the members of the school committee of Walpole that spent countless of hours with volunteers, like Ms. Sullivan, all across Walpole, not just for hundreds of hours and many, many weeks, but for years, making this day possible, and making sure that the people of Walpole really, truly appreciate what's going on here today. So we're excited to continue our partnership with you in collaboration with our local partners, the local government, the school committee, the select board, and the Walpole Town Meeting, because my colleagues and I have the best town and to brag about on Beacon Hill. And today what this means is Walpole cherishes education. Walpole cherishes the places of learning in which education is imparted, but most especially and most importantly, Walpole cherishes the school children who receive that education and indeed thrive because of it. God bless the people of Walpole, and God save the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Thank you, Representative Rogers, and our building board, Dr. Goff.
Concluding, so I'll be brief. But every time I come down here, I'm so excited, and I think I almost was skipping my step today coming down here. And I know Principal Connor versus. I know sometimes it's a little bit of a headache for you being principal of this building, but I think at the ribbon cutting ceremony, we're going to be even more excited. It's really hard to believe that it's been 10 years since we started this journey together. It was hard work, but it's rewarding work. Thank you to the MSBA, who saw the need to help us with both of our middle schools. As we progressed, as Kristen mentioned, through the many phases, through eligibility, feasibility, visioning, schematic design, funding the project, final design, and now here we are, construction. There were so many of you along the way to contribute your ideas and support, and for that I am grateful. This new building resonates with me both professionally and personally. Prior to my superintendency and assistant superintendency, I was principal at Berg Middle School for 11 years. Prior to that, assistant principal at Berg Middle School. And prior to that, I was a teacher in this building. So I know this building quite well. And yes, I was also a student at this middle school. And it looks the same now as it did back then. So now we can look forward to a combined middle school that articulates the educational goals and the needs of this district. A building that supports team-based approach. A building that provides for future innovation for our students. A building that provides flexibility that enables us to adapt to future programmatic changes. And a building where our community can gather to celebrate our students. This project is much more than a structure. This new middle school is a first for us. It symbolizes something that we all accomplished together. This building is symbolic of the community's commitment to our children's education, even those who don't or no longer have children in our school system. With Thanksgiving fast approaching, many of us will gather with our families to reflect upon what we are thankful for. For me, I am thankful to be part of Walpole for so many years, to be part of a community that supports and invests in our children's future. Thank you.
Count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Check.